Ritesh, consumer durables is seen as the sort of bearer of the business confidence, if I can. So, what are you seeing in the consumer durable space? Are you seeing a similar sort of shift? Are there certain pieces picking up again between online, offline, as well as categories? How is the mood from a durable standpoint?
Sure. See, before that, Anurag, I would like to, step back a little bit. I think, you know, in our college days, we had heard of this term like marketing myopia, the tendency to see the end of your nose as the market. I think we have all been guilty of that in a big way. Two, three things I would like to point out about the pandemic. Uh, Number one, and the impact on the economy. Number one, the pandemic itself was much more concentrated in the large cities. Bombay, number one, top 10 metros. As you go beyond that, the impact itself has been far lesser. That's one. Second is in a country where 4% people pay taxes, direct taxes, the impact of loss of salaries on the economy is fairly limited. Number three, in an economy like ours, where GDP, because there is such a large cash component, not a black component, a cash component. When there's a large cash component, calculating GDP is a painstaking process. Because you have to, analyze every touch point where the cash economy meets the white economy, and assess the price being paid, the value being added, etc. We have taken the figures released at the end of a quarter, which is usually called a quick estimate or something, as a Bible, as a gospel truth on what has happened to the economy. 24% decline is bullcrap. It's not happened. Two, three things now coming, linking it back to my business and what I have seen. From the day we managed to start opening our stores, Bangalore was the first. I think last week of May is when we started. Whichever stores have been open have been doing good business. That's one. Yes, we were stuck in our houses. There were restrictions on delivery. There were restrictions on movement. There were certain categories which are more important for work from home, learn from home, started doing better faster. And innovative solutions like buy over phone call, buy over video call, WhatsApp business, all of that started happening. We also did it. You have to find a way, retailing in our category starts by buying the product, which you then have to sell to release the margin. And the product loses value very quickly when it's sitting on the shelves. So therefore, whatever we had bought, we had to try and sell as fast as possible. Therefore, we all found innovative ways of doing it. Through May, June, largely online was the way to do business. Online in various forms. I'm including phone calls also as online, WhatsApp calls also as online. Starting July, business started coming back to the stores. July, our business of 90% was 90% of last year. August, we grew 21% over last year. Shraddh, we grew 25% over last year. Festive, so far, we are growing 18% over last year. Okay, so the biggest problem in our category is supplies. The impact of the pandemic on the global supply chain in our category, and the unpredictable shifts in demand. So laptops of better specs, dishwashers, microwaves. These were not things which were either doing well or expected to grow at the rate they have grown this year. And therefore, there is a mismatch between demand and supply. So supply chain is a problem, demand is not a problem. Smaller towns are less affected. Smaller towns, which are essentially, where the agricultural economy drives the income of the cities, are sitting on one bumper crop this year, and they are looking at the prospect of a second one as we speak. Yes, the other one, when I'm traveling, and I've been traveling now for the last 4 weeks, across smaller towns, I see people having moved on, but people have also started taking, strong measures to, stay safe. So yesterday in Indore, I was at a shop selling namkeens, and the way that guy has brilliantly, executed the safety measures, I'm sure it is resulting in share gain for him. And I'm sure it is also giving customers the confidence to step back in. Anybody who shops in that store will go home and tell his neighbors, boss, aap wahan ja sakte hain. You will feel safe. They're taking all kinds of precautions. So I think these are the few things I wanted to say. Overall, our business, like I said, we are well above our last year numbers. If supplies are in place till Diwali, we should only see the numbers go up even further.